The month of August is coming to a close, and tomorrow rosters will expand. But first, here's what happened in yesterday's action. In the AL Central, the Kansas City Royals got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Orioles 4-3. The Rays combined for a 4-hitter as they bested the visiting Indians 6-2. The Detroit Tigers hit 3 long balls as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 6-5. The Atlanta Braves put up 16 hits on the day as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 9-0. The Astros put together 10 total hits as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 5-0. The Yankees had 12 hits as a team as they dismantled the A's 9-2. The Bo Sox knocked out 12 hits as a team as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 7-5. The Rangers held their opponent to just 2 hits as they took down the visiting Mariners 3-1. The Washington Nationals combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Marlins 4-3. The Philadelphia Phillies got 12 hits in this one as they got the best of the visiting Mets 6-4.
MLB The Show has Saturday Night Baseball from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Kansas City Royals. Salvador Perez looks to notch his 200th hit of the season. Coming up next. Jake Junis is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Jake's got a big arm, good sinking fastball too. Mid to upper 90s fastball. His breaking stuff has gotten a lot better. All he's lacking is experience, and if he's throwing strikes early on, he can be awfully tough on anybody.
Digging in, Jonathan Villar, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The second baseman, Jonathan.
First pitch
Villar.
on its way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, Dero. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
You know, Matt, a big part of the offense is Mark Trumbo. He's got 30 home runs so far this year. That's an impressive number. And obviously, he's not done yet. You know, the power guys, they know that when you start hitting over 30 home runs a year, that's considered legit power, and he has it.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next will be the shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes. Game time temperature, a comfortable 76 degrees. 1 out, nobody on. Much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that. It's a nice job by the batter right there, able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
Ray Mancini.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Runners on the move for second. Liner toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Right fielder.
Coming to the plate now, DJ Stewart, and you can see great numbers over the past few games. He's set, and the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Stewart stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He's a second-year big leaguer. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Junis is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind in the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. And then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option.
Now, meanwhile, this is going to be extra bases, and it's going to do some damage. Now, a third runner heading for the plate. Now, the relay home, and he's in there safely as they jump out ahead with 3 runs scoring on the play.
Not the way you want to start the game as the pitcher. He dug his own grave a little bit, loading the bases there, and he had no chance but to throw a strike. Well, that's what you get when you start to groove one over the plate. It's a bases-clearing double, and now he's down 3-0.
And here's Renato Nunez as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Lined hard toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Diaz is on his way home. He will score as they move on top 4-0.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Here's Chris Davis now. Into right field. That's a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Well, that's 3 straight hits he surrendered now, and it's looking like they may have to consider turning to the bullpen a lot sooner than they'd hoped to. Standing in, Cedric Mullins, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
The 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Orioles lead it 4-0. Herb Tyler gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Lifted the other way to left center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. A chance now from McKay to have a look at the starting 9 for these Royals. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Sel Perez is definitely a guy to watch right now. This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs, any way to drive in a run, and that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
First offering on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Here now the 2-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And it gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense and a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. This one's chopped to third. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Back to the top of the order now, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The windup and the 0-1. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. Line drive to center field. Hamilton is there, and he has it for the first out.
Hey, guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And, guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
Well thrown sinker that time, down, but in the strike zone. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Now batting, the left fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the power hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Here it comes on 0-2. Fly ball out to right field. Jones moves over, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Stepping in, Ryan O'Hearn. First at bat for him as he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race.
This guy's had a super season so far, and we're well into the baseball season, so this isn't a fluke. He's been swinging the bat great all year.
On the year, O'Hearn is, get this, slugging over 700. That's a number almost unheard of, so if you can help it, don't miss any of his at-bats. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind 3rd. Nunez is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And I want to talk about shortstop Alcides Escobar. This guy's a premium defender. He's been that way his whole career. A former World Series champion. The ability to go up the middle and to the backhand with a strong arm.
Stepping up now, Brian Goodwin. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
And he's back into second here safely.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. First pitch on its way. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this will bang up against the wall. And the run is in from second as they're on the board for the first time. 4-1 now.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Standing in, Whit Merrifield. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Popped up. Davis in foul ground, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. At the plate, Adalberto Mondesi, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting a lineup.
To short. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. A run for the Royals on the RBI double. We've played 2. It's now a 4-1 game. Here's Mark Trumbo now. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Hit hard to third. Taken in by Brett. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with 1 away in the inning, we'll give you a look at the current standings entering play. As you can see that these guys have a pretty good stranglehold on the division to this point. Digging in for his second at-bat, DJ Stewart. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting,
Elias Diaz the next to hit. It was a bases clearing double for him his first time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. The next 0-2. Line towards center field. Hamilton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they lead it 4-1. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. The 1-1 home. Weak grounder back to the mound. And there's one down now. So with one gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Now at the plate, George Brett 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Backhanded. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. So 2 away here in the Kansas City third, and that'll bring up the veteran left-handed hitting outfielder Alex Gordon. Here's the first pitch to him. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
And a good-looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now. Hit hard to the right side. Beyond on the grass. Throw on to Davis, takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across here this half. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Orioles 4 and the Royals 1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. We looked into the numbers, and as a team, they've had a contact rate of over 85% in this game, meaning that when they swing the bat, they're missing the ball less than 15% of the time. To put that into context, the very best teams in baseball usually are right around 80% for an entire season. So at least for today, they're displaying an amazing ability to put wood to ball.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so
he's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Into the box, Chris Davis. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. to right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis, the 297th of his career, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
I'll tell you, the guy in the bump is wishing there was a mercy rule in professional baseball right about now. Hey, but there's no such luck. He's just got to own those back-to-back homers and the rest of it until he gets off the hook, which might be very soon.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Into the box now, Cedric Mullins. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
This pitcher must think he's cursed or something. He gives up back-to-back homers, is obviously rattled a little bit, and the next batter barely even waits for the first pitch to cross the plate before he crushes it out too. This is incredible.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Jonathan.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart here tonight, and these fans will not be terribly appreciative, I don't imagine, as he was pretty much dreadful in this one. Willie Peralta answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. And now Jonathan Villar, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 3 runs already home here. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter. A shot to second base and handled for the first out. So his day is fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Kansas City starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Here's another 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hamilton is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. So with 7 runs allowed already, it's been another dismal outing from this pitching staff as you take a look there at the list of clubs with the highest team ERA. And that's a sight you don't want to see. Dead last in the AL in that category. Digging in to try it again, Trey Mancini, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. 0-1 the count. 0-1, here's the pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the final month of the season. Mark Trumbo is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
No balls and 1 strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Orioles 7 and the Royals. In now, Salvador Perez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Standing in now, Ryan O'Hearn. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it 1-1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Royals. Ball 2. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 25, Brian Goodwin.
Into the box now, Brian Goodwin. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
No balls and a strike to count. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Goodwin brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
Matty, this is one of the best offensive forces in the sport. Not only an amazing batting average, but does it in a variety of different ways with damage.
The 1-2. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? Oh, he might not. This ball's kicked out there. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there. A bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Back up the middle. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt them after all as the inning is over. Royals leave one. They're down 7-1. Ready now for Baltimore. Elias Diaz, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Elias Diaz.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Slow little grounder left side. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Stepping up to the plate, Renato Nunez. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. Popped him up. Mondesi has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Digging in now, Chris Davis. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Diaz, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Line to the right side. And Chipper's got it, 2 gone now.
Now batting, number 3.
Now at the plate, Cedric Mullins. He went deep last time up.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch coming. Here it is. Softly hit toward the hole. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Orioles are on top, 7-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Ned Yost talked with me between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. Over 90% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and given their lack of run production, that approach clearly isn't working. He said adjustment number 1 has to be to allow the at-bats to develop and look for good pitches to hit in deeper counts, where they will hopefully have more of an advantage over the pitcher.
For the Royals,
thank you, Heidi.
the second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Stewart on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Up next for the Royals, the shortstop, Adalberto.
So striding in, Adalberto Mondesi. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground successful.
And that'll miss up an in ball 2.
And a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Liner towards second. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. Ready once again, Billy Hamilton. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Hamilton.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jonathan Villar. He'll start things off in the Baltimore sixth. First pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike one, 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
And the run will score from second base as they've upped it now to 8-1.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Breaks his bat as this ball's lifted into the air. And that's in there, base hit.
Hey, if you're going to hit for a high average in today's game, not only do you have to have great bat-to-ball skills, but even the ones that get in on your hands off the end of the bat, Dan, they got to find holes as well.
You know, Dero, I think that's the big separator between the guys that are really good hitters. They find ways, they break their bats, they get the ball in over the drawn-in infield. Somehow, some way, there's a reason that 300 hitters hit 300. They put the bat to the ball, and the more times you do that, the better chances you are good things will happen.
Ripped on the ground to first. One there. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Into the box, DJ Stewart, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Ready with the 1-2. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Orioles settle for 1. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Baltimore's out in front, 8-1. Digging in now for Kansas City, George Brett. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Popped up, back behind second. VR is camped under this one. 1 pitch, 1 away.
The designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Alex Gordon. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mullins giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Salvador Perez.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air down the right field line. Stewart is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Royals go down 1-2-3. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point.
Leading off for the Orioles, the catcher.
First delivery to him on the way. Shoots this one over to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Well, if you're going to bobble the ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Skied into straightaway right. Jones moves over, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Settling in now, Chris Davis. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Well thrown sinker that time down, but in the strike zone.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. So coming to the plate, Ryan O'Hearn. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Skied into very shallow right. Stewart waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Chipper Jones.
So now 2 gone here in the inning for Chipper Jones. Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. Mullins is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Royals go down on just 4 pitches. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Now batting, Cedric Mullins. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Villar. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Line toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 1. Shortstop.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Whit Merrifield next to hit. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Number 52, Josh Watson.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
The 1-1. Swing and a ball chop foul down the left side. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mullins is there. He's got it one away.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Adalberto Mondesi. Last time through was a base hit. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Billy Hamilton. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. First offering on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Into the box now, George Brett. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
The 0-1. Look out. There goes Hamilton. And he falls behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Pitch inside the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
That was about as easy as they come right there. Hard to say whether that'll be defensive indifference or a stolen base, but either way, he's into scoring position.
And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fly ball right down the line in left. Mancini is in pursuit. Into the corner. He makes the catch to end the inning. One left for Kansas City. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Josh Watson will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base.
Digging in, Trey Mancini. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth. Hit the other way out toward right field. Jones is after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mark Trumbo. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit high and deep to left field. Goodwin going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting. Number 24.
Digging in, DJ Stewart looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Another 2-2 offering. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Now batting.
So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Orioles leave 1, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Ready for another chance? Alex Gordon starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The 1-0. Hit hard to the right side. VR from shallow right. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter.
Into the box, Salvador Perez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball 1.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Now batting. Number 66.
At the plate, Ryan O'Hearn. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. KC down to their final strike in this one, so a full count now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Mullins has a play. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
8-1 is the final tonight. The Orioles
Our
put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory.
Orioles.
Herb Tyler earns the win, his second, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Jake Junis allowed